From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound for the Pirates, Paul Skeens.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about ready to roll. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And we're underway in Pittsburgh.
First pitch, 640.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him swinging. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Just getting started here in Pittsburgh. Right side. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Baldwin in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 now. Late that time, and it's strike two. Skeens was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the man.
Strike three. Skeens sends him packing.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Here's Austin Riley. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. In the dirt, but kept close. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Ronaldo Lopez. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Yeah.
Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-2. Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and there's one away. Here's the Pirates lineup now, and probably their most productive player so far this year, Brian Reynolds.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to a plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Brandon Lau, batting with one down, takes a strike. And the 0-1. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
The 0-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Line drive, base hit, right field. And Brian Reynolds with a chance to make an impact with two away.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Ball.
O'Hearn leads off first with two down to the inning. Check swing and a 1-0. Appeal to third. Didn't go. That one misses. And now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Payoff pitch. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
This is Joey Barton. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And that one fouled off. Base hit into the outfield. Fires to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Two on, 2 outs. Makes the catch, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Top of the second, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski.
'A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Going to count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's off the mark. Full count now.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a payoff pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The 0-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Center fielder Michael Harris II.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Base knock center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Hey.
The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Harris off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2. Now one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ronaldo Lopez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting ninth, pitcher Ronaldo Lopez.
Ronaldo Lopez next up for the Braves.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Runner edges away at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez.
Ball.
Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
Hey.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Nope. Outside.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Low outside. Here we go, Jared.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Stepping in, Paul Skeens.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there.
Well, here's a chance to strike out the side right here with the pitcher at the dish. Just got to go right after this guy. Don't waste any pitches. 0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Slider. Low outside.
The 1-2. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him looking for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top. His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher.
Digging in, Drake Baldwin. His first at bat was a strikeout. Out towards right center field. Cruz takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out. Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off left side. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's a 2-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Mike Yastrzemski in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here comes a 3-2. That one ripped. He's got it, and that is that. Braves strand one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at PNC Park, let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Move to second. Cruz back in on a dive. Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the second game of the series. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Inside move to second, and he dives back in safely. Man at second.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Flying around third is Cruz, and they lead by 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay not in time. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly transitions into a base runner. Great hustle to get all the way around to third.
That one at the knees for a strike. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Fought off foul. One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Catcher,
Joey Bart up here.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
That's ball 2.
Here's a 2-0. And there's a foul ball. That's a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. The Bucks score on this triple. On to inning number 4. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. As we go to the top of the 4th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. Sliced hard but foul. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Yastrzemski aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, 2 now. Swings through it for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
1 out man at first. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball.
Swings over the top of that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the air, center field. Cruz under it. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Jorge Mateo.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with number 9 for him in this game. 9. One left for Atlanta. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom 4, Jake Mangum digs in now.
Jake Mangum.
Inside ball. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. To the right side, Mateo tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Foul.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna moving under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates,
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Triolo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. 2 down, nobody on the ground to third. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Down in order go the Pirates, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. He did not go around.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
There's a swing and a miss.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Caught him looking for the K. And a foul ball. The Braves trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
for Atlanta.
Now it's Dominic
First
Smith.
baseman,
He's
Dominic
2 for
Smith.
2.
That's a ball.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That's a ball.
And now it's filled up. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The big righty strikes out the side. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the show. So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Spencer Horwitz.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something. You know, these Pirates, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Oh, he
Nope.
doesn't get
Ball
the call. And the count 1-2. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Up next for the Pirates, center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him swinging for the K. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Lau at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Four-seam fastball. Outside.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Stays alive. And a 1-2.
Slider. Middle inside.
Right side, hard hit. Inning over. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Mason Montgomery gets the call from the pen.
46.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ground ball right side. Gets to it with a slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. That one at triple digits.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Atlanta.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 2. The 0-1.
Couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the two-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
Here's a 1-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to...
Way inside, gets out of the way. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. The Pirates holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him. Now 2 out.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mason Montgomery out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Carmen Mlodzinski.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Ball in.
The 1-0. Popped in the air, left field, and that's the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the
number
Braves,
45.
Tyler Kinley. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Slider. Middle inside.
Throwing at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Circle change. Low outside.
0-1 down. That one almost got him. On a strike. The pitch. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Pirates, right fielder, Ryan Reynolds.
Circle change. Low inside.
On the ground. Smith steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Up
Hey,
next
man,
for the
4 pitches,
Pirates,
2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Joey Bart.
Joey Bart, the next Pirate to hit.
Slider. Middle outside.
Hey!
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Line drive,
That ball's
and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball still 0-2.
Slider. Low outside. Slider. Middle outside.
Ball.
Seam fastball. High inside.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses. 2-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
The 2-2. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 2-0. Top of inning number 7. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, left side. Mangum turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Jorge Mateo.
The Buccos leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Nacho Alvarez Jr. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Two down, nobody on. Outside corner, there's a strike. Alvarez wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. So that removes their last challenge. This one in the air, right field, and it stays fair. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna Jr. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Not close with that one. Ball 1. The tying run at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
That's ball 2.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. In there safely.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Dominic Smith.
And a swing and a miss. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That's a strike, and inches closer to getting out of the jam. Just misses. Ball 1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. And that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Atlanta,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joey Wentz.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jake Mangum.
Left fielder, Jake Mangum.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Wentz, a 6'5" lefty, 220 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Yeah.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Executed that
down.
pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Middle inside.
The 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. Smith takes it to the bag, 2 out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Baseman, Jared Triolo.
Jared Triolo, the next to hit. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
High outside.
And it's fouled away. Ripped on a line. Base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Up next for the Pirates.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. Marcell Ozuna.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Swing and a ground ball. Riley zips it across, and that'll do it. Pirates leave one. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Pirates.
arm on the mound to start the eighth.
72.
Isaac Mattson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Drake Baldwin now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
Popped up. O'Hearn under it. That's out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 1 for 3. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball that's outside.
Late on that fastball. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. And they're down 2-0. Back here at PNC Park. And now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze it.
On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman Brandon Wow.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Ball, that's out.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Over to Smith. Lau out on the play.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ball one. Nope, that's off the plate.
You get to
Ball
this
two.
part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. But it had the distance. Base hit center field. And that extends the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Check swing called strike. That's strike one. O'Hearn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Well struck left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
I think he's having some mixed emotions down there at second base, and I wouldn't blame him for being a little frustrated with the ball hopping over the wall. I mean, that at bat was good enough to produce a run, but instead the automatic double halts the lead runner at third, and just sort of a bittersweet at bat.
So 2 on with 2 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joey Bart. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a bouncer. Dubon. Inning over. It's the Pirates 2 and the Braves nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Dennis Santana.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Foul ball there. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Up the middle. On to O'Hearn. Braves down to their final out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. Jorge Mateo now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That's way outside. Ball one. The Pirates trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And that is out of play.
Ball.
That one misses. Ball three.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one for strike one.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Tying run at the plate. Hit hard but foul off to the left. The Braves down to their final strike.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
The first 2 games of this series really good. Exchanged punch for punch, blow for blow. But tomorrow will be a big one, especially in a day game. There might be some shadows in the afternoon. So you really want to focus on scoring early and playing very good defense to prevent runs. We'll see who wins it tomorrow.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.